who's been helping out, who's been slacking off as far as helping out goes during coronavirus.
The competition is on. Which celebrities and companies are really helping out and which are total punks? This pandemic has brought out my petty like no other, and I spent the whole weekend researching this, Googling, and then I found this website called didtheyhelp.com, and I thought maybe we could do this maybe in a few installments, like you guys send me all of your favorite things, and then I pit them against each other, but I took it upon myself to go through what I know are some of y'all's favorite things, and went ahead and pit them against each other as a little sampler today.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm so excited.
Can I go ahead and give this disclaimer for those that are listening that might have a stick up their butt? Any money you're giving at all is fantastic. We really appreciate that. Okay, that saying, let's go.
Let's be petty.
And I will preface this with not everyone is Beyonce about it. Like some people are very vocal. Beyonce tends to donate on the hush-hush because some people are doing it for vocal PR and some people are doing it for true altruism like Beyonce. Who, she's just like, I don't care about good press. I'm just going to donate money and go about my business. But not everybody's like that. Some of these people have their business in the open, and I like that because it can let me get petty. So first I started with two of what would be Cassie and I's favorite companies. Cassie loves Sephora, and I love Ulta. Now let's discuss. Sephora closed earlier than most, and their president and CEO, Jean-Andre Rigaud, wrote that all of his employees would continue to receive their base pay of their scheduled shifts through April 3rd. However, the organization fired thousands of workers via a conference call on March 31st, right before they thought they were going to still be getting paid. And they allegedly bailed on all their promises. Their employees have gotten nothing. And they said they were going to maintain health insurance for the employees. Apparently that has been bailed on too. So that's Sephora. Ulta, on the other hand, the Ulta CEO gave up her whole year's salary to personally donate over $500,000 to her company's relief program to help her employees deal with their hardships. They also donated over 450,000 medical-grade gloves to their salons and from their salons to be used in hospitals. So Ulta sells that kind of stuff, the masks and the gloves, and they just gave them away. And then she's also giving hazard pay to associates that are actively working in the distribution centers. So the people that are still like shipping everything from their company, they're getting hazard pay. So they're getting over $2 per hour onto their premium. So that's how Ulta is taking care of their employees, compared to Sephora, which is bad.
Ulta wins. I'm going to say this again because I say it every single day during this whole thing, is that the way a company treats you now in the down times has to be remembered when we get back to quote unquote what normal is. They treat you well, keep going back. They don't, you know what? There's always a competition. Remember that.
And I like that this is a competition. Going down, I win. So versus one of Bert's favorites, Hobby Lobby.
What?
Who's booking these matchups?
What?
No, but I'm here for it.
I see you making pinecone arrangements every other weekend when Hobby Lobby was open. I know you're a crafty man, but you love Hobby Lobby. So
Called out.
Rihanna pledges $5 million to aid, including $700,000 worth of ventilators to Barbados. That's her, hometown. She's taking care of her people. Rihanna donates over $4.2 million to domestic violence victims impacted by COVID-19 lockdowns, and she donated a bunch of protective supplies, PPE, to New York State, which is in like dire straits right now. Yeah. So that's all the things that Rihanna did. Now let's talk about Hobby Lobby, Bert. Your favorite. Here's the worst. Hobby Lobby's founder reportedly told employees a message from God informed him in his decision to leave their stores open because God said so. And they had to keep working because God said so. He refused to pay sick leave. He's cutting pay for warehouse workers by 10%. Hobby Lobby is laying off employees left and right, and they are not allowed to come back in and clean out their desks or their workstation on account of the virus. Employee reports that they're not allowed to wear gloves or masks while working because management told them it would make customers uncomfortable. And Hobby Lobby quietly reopened their stores in at least 2 states, defying the coronavirus-related shutdown and prompting police intervention. So
Who
that's
needs a live, love, laugh sign that bad that you gotta open on the sly?
yeah. I'll wait for my Audrey Hepburn quotes for my bathroom. Thank you. I'm doing okay.
So the bottom line, Rihanna better than Hobby Lobby. Okay.
Sorry,
got it.
Bert.
All right.
Sorry
I
to
won.
disappoint you,
Yes.
Bert.
Not even close.
I'll kick off a couple other ones. All right, let's talk about one of my faves, Guy Fieri, versus one of Bert's favorites, Orangetheory.
Okay, all right. I can stand by that. I dig Orangetheory. Yep.
Okay.
I had a streak there of about 30 days. I was going consistently.
Right? Okay, so Guy Fieri launched a relief fund to give $500 checks to restaurant workers affected by coronavirus, and this is all over the world. So he's just wanting to give out $500 checks to anybody that needs it right now. Bert, your favorite Orangetheory, for someone that's constantly making you do squats, they haven't done squats. They've done nothing. Moving on. Kristen's favorite.
That's it. There's not even data behind it. Just nothing.
There's nothing. I've seen nothing from them. They've done nothing. Dolly Parton, that's one of Kristen's favorite. Right?
She's a national treasure.
Love her. She's a national treasure, she is. And she's pitted up against Bert's favorite, Build-A-Bear.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, I'm here for this matchup.
Dolly Parton donated over $1 million to Vanderbilt for COVID-19 research versus Build-A-Bear, who's done nothing, allegedly.
No.
They're not on the website, and I can't find anything about anything they've done for COVID-19, so they've done nothing.
I'm
Okay,
utterly shocked.
I feel like I love the petty pandemic moments we're having, but I feel like we need a quick disclaimer. Just because it doesn't exist on the internet doesn't mean it didn't happen. Now, the things Davi did find that were, like opening on the sly and cutting people, slashing people's pay, etc., that is legit. But just because we don't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
That's why I said allegedly. Didn't I say allegedly?
Dude, I just felt like I needed to reiterate to CYA your butt on social media.
Are there plenty more of these to come?
Yeah, I can come up with more. You guys just send me some of your favorite things,
Okay.
and I'll go down the list and I'll do it up.
The Bert Show.